Hello students, good evening. Welcome to Online Mentors by Exampur. This is Deependra Singh. Welcome you all in your 12th session of Super 30 series. And in this session, we are going to discuss about compound interest. So quickly join the session and also share the session so that others can also join the session, right? And today we will be discussing compound interest. Yesterday we have discussed simple interest, the younger brother of compound interest, and today we are going to discuss about compound interest, the elder brother of simple interest, right? So before starting the session, first we will discuss about what is Parivartan 2.0. The Parivartan 2.0 is a batch in which you will get 70 plus courses and with a validity of 1 year after paying only one time itself. So if you have not downloaded the example official app, so do download, because once you download the example app, only you can purchase the Parivartan 2.0. Okay, so these are the 70 categories where you are getting the which you are getting in the Parivartan 2.0. There is UPS special, railway, defense, tech for teaching, SSC, banking, Bihar special, MP special, Rajasthali, and other also. This is the fees that you have to pay for one time, and you will get the validity of 1 year. And if we will talk about SSC and RRB NTPC, and if you are a student of SSC or RRB NTPC and preparing this exam in English medium, do not worry, because online venture by Exampur is there for you, and we are trying our hard to give you the sessions in English only. And this is your schedule for your Super 30 classes. Every day 8 a.m. your vocab, 1 p.m. your reasoning, 2 p.m. your again English, 4 p.m. GK GS, 7 p.m. mathematics, and 8 p.m. your current affair by Kasif Ansari sir. Okay, so today we will be discussing about compound interest. What is compound interest? So as we know that what is simple interest? Simple interest, if we take an example, let's take an example. Principal is 1000, rate of interest is 10%. So the for first year, if I will talk about SI, so I will make a table here and I will compare between CI and SI. So if I will talk about SI for first year, it will be 100, because 10% of 1000 is 100, and also you will get 100 rupees as your CI. So that means the SI and CI of any amount for the first year is equal. For first year is equal. First you need to know this. SI and CI for first year of any amount will be equal. Will be equal. Now from second year, as you know that SI will be equal for every year. So if SI is 100 for first year, then it will be rupees 100 for every year. But what will be the CI? So what is CI? CI is compound interest. So it will here compound will be here interest will be compounded. What compounded? On first year, how many amounts are there in which you can apply this rate of interest 10%? There were only one amount, rupees 1000, where you can get 10% interest. When you will enter second year, there will be two amounts. One is your principal, second is your interest of rupees 1000. So these are two values on which you are getting 10% interest. So 10% of 1000 will be 100. Again you will get 10% of this 100, which will be 10. So on second year, your SI, if SI is 100, then CI would be 110 rupees. Now why is this happening? I will explain this also, but first I will let me complete this table out. On third year, what will happen? On third year, SI will be 100, but on third year, as you can see, there will be four amounts in which you can apply 10% rate of interest. 10% of 1000 will be 100, 10% of this 100 will be 10, 10% of this 100 will be 10, and 10% of this 10 will be 1. So on third year, your compound interest would be 120 plus 1, 121. So this is your compound interest for the third year. There is a difference between first year and 1 year. There is a difference between 2 year and second year, and there is a difference between 3 years and third year. As you know that third year is the year, third year is the only third year, right? And if I will talk about 3 years, so I am talking about first year, second year, and third year. If I am talking about second year, so I am talking about only second year. If I am talking about 2 years, so first year and second year will be included in the 2 years, right? So this is the difference between second year and 2 years, and third year and 3 years. And now, why is this happening here? Because there is a property in compound interest that for first year the principal was 100, principal was 1000, and rate of interest was 10%. And what will be the amount will be, there is a CI of 100, so amount will be 1100, amount will be 1100. In CI, the amount of first year will become the principal for the next year. Yes, listen this carefully. The in compound interest, the amount of the first year will become the principal for the next year. So for next year, your principal will become 1100. Principal will become 1100. Now 1100 is your principal. Rate of interest is 10%. So what will be the interest? CI is equal to 10% of 1100 will become 110. So on second year, you are getting 110 rupees as your interest. So now what will be the amount for the second year? The amount for second year would be 1100 is your principal, 110 is your interest. So 1210 will be your amount. Now this amount will be principal for the third year. That is why you are getting 10% of 1210 will be 121. So you have to remember three things here from this table itself, because these are very important for you to solve the question of SI and CI. First is your the first concept from this table is that the SI and CI for the first year of any amount is equal, and in compound interest every year's amount will become the principal for the next year. So this is the basic difference between SI and CI. In SI, for each year the principal would be 1000 for first year, for second year, for third year. For each year the principal would be 1000. That is why the SI of all years are equal. But for CI, you know that, now you come to know that the principal in CI will be different for every year. The amount of first year will be the principal for second year. The amount of second year will be the principal for third year. So this series will be continuing the compound interest. Now, as if you want to know the formula in compound interest, so the formula for amount is principal into 1 plus r upon 100 to the power t. Amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r upon 100 to the power t, where p is your principal, a is your amount, r is your rate of interest, and t will be your time. And if you want to know the formula of CI, so CI will be amount minus principal. We will not use the formula of CI here. We will calculate the amount and we will subtract the principal from amount and we will get the CI. Okay, so we are not going to use the formula of CI here, because the formula of CI here is very scary. It is very scary. CI is equal to, you will put the value of amount here, p into 1 plus r upon 100 to the power t minus p. So this will be the formula of CI. I am very sure that you do not want to use this formula for calculating the CI. Now what I can get from this formula to solve the questions of CI. So amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r upon 100 to the power t. Let us take an example of rate of interest is 10%. Let us suppose that rate of interest is 10%. So A is equal to P into 1 plus 10 by 100 and time is 1 year. So what is the ratio of principal and amount? So it will become A is equal to P into 11 by 100. So the ratio of amount and principal of 1 year and compound interest will be principal and amount will be 10:11. if I will talk for 2 years, it will become A is equal to P into 11 by 10 to the power 2. That means A upon P will become 121 is to 100. That means the ratio of principal and amount for 2 years in compound interest will become 10 square and 11 square. And if I will talk about 3 years, so what is the ratio of principal and amount for 3 years at 10% rate of interest? Principal would be 10, amount will be 11. But if we will talk about 3 years, so it will become 1000 and 1331. So in CI, you know that the principal for every year is changing. First year it will be 10%, second year it will be 100, third year it will be 1000. So if I want to know the ratio, and the rate of interest 16.2 by 3%, and if I want to know the ratio of principal and amount, time is your 2 years, so what will be the ratio? 16.2 by 3% will become 1 by 6. So 6 will be your principal, as was in SI, as was in SI, right? So principal is 6 and interest will be 1. So if I will talk about the ratio of principal and amount for first year, it will become 6:7. But if I want to know the ratio of principal and amount for 2 years, it will become 6 square and 7 square. So it will become 36 and 49. Because principal and compound interest changes every year, that is why this process is happening here. I hope this will be clear to all of you. So first you need to know the ratio of principal and amount, because when until unless you will not aware of what is the ratio, what is the principal, what is the amount, only then you cannot solve the question of compound interest very easily, right? You will require time to solve the questions. Why? Because take an example. If I would say the principal is 25600 and rate of interest is 16.2 upon 3%. Find the compound interest of 2 years. Find the compound interest of 2 years. So how you will solve this question? Find the compound interest of 2 years. How you will solve this question? If you will apply formula here, you will take time, but according to us, I will change this into fraction, so it will become 1 by 6. So the ratio of principal and amount, and there is time is 2 years, so it will become 6 and it will become 7. But for 2 year it will become 6 square, it will become 7 square. So 36 is to 49. If this is the principal for 2 year, it is the amount of 2 year. So the difference of amount and principal will be your CI, which will become 13 units. So 36 is equal to 25600. So the value of 13 would be 25600 divided by 36 multiplied by 13. If you will solve this, you will get the CI of 2 year for any amount. So this is the first method to solve the compound interest. Second is your tree method. So what I will do in the tree method, I will write principal 25600. For first year, the rate of interest is 16.2 upon 3%. That means 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 of 256. 6 4 are 24. 6 4 are 24. Carry 1. 6 2 are 12. 6 2 are 12. Carry 4. 6 6 are 36. It is not being cancelled out by whatever it is an example. So I will calculate 2 by 6 of 25600 here. For first year it will be this much. On second year, how many amounts you can calculate interest on? You can calculate 25600 into 1 by 6. Also on second year you will get the interest on this part also. So 25600 into 1 by 6 into 1 by 6. Whatever this will be, we will calculate 1/6 of the amount of this, right? So this is your table method, this is your tree method, whatever you want to say. If I will generalize it, I am not going to solve this because this is an example. We are going to solve many examples. So that is why I am not solving this, right? So if I will generalize this, there is a principal and this is R percent there will become A, R percent A, and this will become R percent B. But this B is not the R percent of A, this B is the R percent of this A, but I have written here because for after writing this, I will get everything clear from here. If I will ask you what is the CI for first year, you are clearly that it is A. If I will ask what is the CI for the second year, it is A plus B. That is why I have written this B here, but this B is not the R percent of this A. This B will be the R percent of this A, because this is the first year and this is the second year. On second year, you will get R percent interest on the interest of first year. So this is the tree for 2 year in the CI. Okay, so if I will talk about this tree for 3 years, so I will assume principal as 1000, rate of interest 10%, and time is 2 years. So once again I will discuss tree of tree of CI for 2 years. So it is 1000, 10% of 1000 is 100. On second year, again you will get 10% of 1000, which will be 100. On second year, you will also get 10% of this 100, which will become 10, but we will not write this here. We can also write this 1000. Nothing will change here, but the clarity will change, right? On first year, you will get 10% interest, so 100. On second year, you will get 10% interest, which will become 100. And on second year, you will also get 10% of this 100, which will become rupees 10. So I can write this as this, right? So this is your first year interest, this is your second interest, and this is your 2 year interest. So this is your complete CI. And if you want to get the compound interest for 2 years, so this is the principal, and for 3 years, if rate of interest is R percent, it will become A, it will become B, it will again become B, and it will become C. But this C is not the R percent of this B, this C will be the R percent of this B. So this is the tree for the CI of 3 years. What is this? This is the CI for first year. What is this? This is the CI for second year. What is this? This is the CI for third year. And this is the CI for the 3 years. 3 years. Okay. So this was the basic of SI and CI. Now come to the question. Question number first. Principal is 1000. I will discuss the how to find difference of CI and SI if the rate of interest is not in fraction. So what is SI? If I will take two rate of interest, X percent and Y percent, what will be the SI? SI will be X plus Y percent. And what will be the CI? CI will be X plus Y plus XY upon 100%. Because CI will always be greater than the SI. So if you have given two rate of interest, X percent and Y percent, and you want to calculate the CI, so you can also calculate the CI from this formula. This is a very good formula. I will need to solve the questions, but you can also solve the question from the tree method or from the ratio. But if I will take the ratio here, it will become very calculative, 7 by 100. So principal for first year is 100 and principal for second year, amount for first year will be 107. If I need to find the ratio of principal and amount for 2 year, it will become 100 square and 107 square. So if I will change this percentage in the fraction, it will be quite calculative. So in the question where I will be getting calculation, I will use this formula X plus Y plus XY by 100. So this formula is used to find the CI for 2 years. This complete term is the CI for 2 year, and the SI would be X plus Y percent. SI would be X plus Y percent. So this is your SI, X plus Y. If the whole rectangle is your CI for 2 year and this square is your SI for 2 year, so what is it? It will be the difference of CI and SI, difference of CI and SI for 2 years. Difference of CI and SI for 2 years. So this is very useful formula for all of you. That what is the difference of CI and SI for 2 years? It is simply x into y by 100%. Similarly, if there is three rate of interest x%, y% and z%, what is SI? SI would be x plus y plus z. And what is the CI? CI would be x plus y plus z point xy plus yz plus zx into x, y, z. So I will make a partition here. From this x into y into z, I will be getting two terms. From this xy plus yz plus zx, I will also be getting two terms, and what the remaining terms will be shifted to the left. This is the decimal. So this formula is the complete CI for 3 year. Whether there is rate of interest equal or rate of interest is different. If rate of interest is equal, it will become 3a 0.3a square a cube. 3a square a cube. So from aq I will be getting two terms here, from 3a square I will be getting two terms here, and the remaining terms I will shift to the left. So this is the whole rectangle is the CI for 3 years, CI for 3 years, and this is the SI for 3 years. This circle is the SI for 3 years, SI for 3 years, SI for 3 years. So this is the difference. This which I am highlighting in the red part. This is the difference of CI and SI for 3 years. And whenever there is equal rate of interest, the difference would be 0.3a square a cube. 0.3a square a cube would be the difference of SI and CI for 3 years. When the rate of interest for all 3 years, the difference of SI and CI for 3 years would be 3a square a cube. Like it is in our question. The principal is 1000, rate of interest 7% for 3 years. Find the difference of CI and SI. So we know that the difference of CI and SI would be 0.3a square a cube. What I have told you, I will get two terms from a cube. I will be getting two terms from 3a square, and the remaining terms will be shifted to the left. So a is 7 here. What is the 7 cube? 343. But I will take only two terms here, which is 43. 3 will be your carry. 3a square. A is 7 square 49. 49 into 3 147 plus 3 150. So I will take 50 only here. The remaining 1 will be shifted to the left. So this is your 1.5043% is the difference of CI and SI for how much? 1000. So what is the difference? Difference is 1.5043%, and this is the interest. Interest is calculated on what? On principal. So I will only need to calculate 1.5043% of 1000. So this percentage will make this 100 and 40 here. So 30 will be cancelled out. So 15043 divided by 1000. So answer will be 15.043. So the difference between CI and SI for 3 years of rupees 1000 will be simply 15.043. So these two formulae are very useful whenever you will get equal rate of interest, or when the rate of interest after converting into fraction is will become more calculative. I will use this formula. Otherwise I have other two methods. One is tree method, one is directly ratio method. Okay, so I have now three methods to solve the CI. Come on, very important to find the rate of interest. Very important to find the rate of interest. Principal is 25,500, time is 3 years, CI is 8440.50. What is the rate of interest? Remember one thing, that I have discussed the T of 1000 to you. So if the rate of interest was 10%, so CI for first year will be 100, CI for second year will be 110. Now if I will calculate the total CI for 2 years, so it will become 21. It will become 21, right? 210. It will become 210. If I will ask you what is the percentage, so it will be 210 out of 10,000. For percentage, you will multiply this by 100, so it will become 21%. It will become 21%. But if I will ask you what is the rate of interest, you are not able to give me the answer of rate of interest, because this is the compound interest for 2 years, and the compound interest for 2 years is x plus y plus xy by 100%. You need to calculate the rate of interest from this formula, which will become very calculated for all of you. So what we will do for finding the rate of interest? This is happening because this 10 is, we are getting this 10 from this 100. This 10 is the 10% of this 100. This 10 is not the 10% of this 1000. That means 10% is the rate of interest. If I will change the 10% into fraction, the principal would be 10 is to 11. If you know that whatever be the interest on first year, it will be on first year as let me show you the table. So on first year, the CI is 100, and this 100 is completely coming from this principal itself, right? But from second year, this 110 is not only coming from this 1000. In 110, this 10 is coming from this interest of first year. So if you want to calculate the rate of interest, you need the ratio of principal and amount for the first year. You need the ratio of principal and amount for the first year. Now what we do, if I want to make the ratio of principal and amount for 2 year, we do a square here. We do square here. For third year, for 3 years, what we do, we make cube here. So from third year to first year, what we have to do, we have to do cube root here. What we have to do, we have to do cube root here. So this is the method to find the rate of interest. That is why this question is very important and very favorite of SSC. So if I need to find the rate of interest, I need the ratio of principal and amount for the first year itself, no other than first year, only first year. So the principal was 25,500 and CI is 8440. If I will add 8440.50 into 25,500, it will become to 33940.50. So this is the amount, 33940.50. So I can also write this equation as 25500 divided by 33940.50. So this point will multiply here by 100. Now this, solve this and try to make a square or cube of some number. I am not able to get the cube whose number is the cube root of 255 and whose number is the cube root of this. So I need to solve this sum. 255,000 divided by 3394050. So I will cancel this out by 5. 5 5s are 5 5s are 50, 25, 5 5 5 1s are 5, 0 0 0. 5 6s are 30, carry will be 3. 5 7s are 35, carry will be 4. 5 8s are 40, 5 8s are 40, 5 1s are 5, 0. Right. Again I will cancel out this by 3. 17,000. 3 to the 6, 3 to the 6, 3 6 are 18, 3 to the 6, 3 7 are 21, 0. Now this will cancel out by 17,000 by 1000 times, and this will cancel out by 17. 17 1 is 17, 17 3 is 51, 17 3 is 51, 17 1 is 17. So 1331. This 0 has been cancelled out by this, so this will become 0 0 will be cancelled out by this, so this 0 will not come. So here it will be 1000 and it will be 1331. Now we know that this is the cube of 10 and this is the cube of 11. So I need to do cube root by, because I want the ratio of principal and amount for first year. So this much calculative sawal you can get in your exams. So now I have moved in the first year. So in first year the principal was 10 and your amount will be 11, so interest will be 1 is totally from this 10, so I will get the rate of interest as 10%. So 10% will be your answer, option number D. Come to the next question, the question of time. So what I need to do if there is time, if the examiner is asking you time, so I will do the same. I will write the ratio of principal and amount. Here it is 2000 and here it is 2420, and I will also write the rate of interest, which is 10%, but will be in fraction is 10. So if I will get the ratio of this as 10 is to 11, so time will be 1. If I will get the ratio of principal and amount 100 is to 121, so the time will be 2 years. If I will get the ratio of principal and amount here is 1000 is to 1331, so time will be 3 years. So try to solve this and it will be cancelled out by 1000, it will be cancelled out by 121, 0 will be cancelled out. So 100 is to 121, that means here it is time is 2 years. So our answer will be 2 years. यस अनुभव यू कैन, हाँ कर सकते हो, सीजीएल के लेवल की जो मैथ्स है वो आप सीएपीएफ में कर सकते हो, ठीक है, ज्यादा लेवल का नहीं आएगा, सीएपीएफ में आपको पढ़ा रहा हूँ 12 बजे, तो आप उसमें देख सकते हो, ठीक है. कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, प्रिंसिपल इज 800 एंड अमाउंट इज 926.1, rate of interest is 10% per annum. If interest is calculated half yearly, then the time is. So we need to find the time. Again the same question. Principal, I will take the ratio of principal and amount, so it is 100 and it is 926.1, so decimal will be make 0 here, and if I will see, this is the cube of 20, so 20 cube, and this is the cube of 21, so 21 cube, and the rate of interest is 10% per annum, 10% per annum, but amount interest is calculated half yearly. You know that in 12 months the interest will be 10%, but half yearly means 6 months, your interest will be 5%. So the rate of interest would have been 5% here. 5% is 1 by 20, so 20 is to 21 for 1 year, 400 is to 441 for 2 year, and 20 cube and 21 cube will be the time for 3 years. So here our time is 3 years, but the time is asked here annually. This is the time of 3 years according to 6 months. So you know that in 6 months 3 years will become 6 years. In 6 months 1.5 year will become 3 years. So our answer will be option number B. Option number B will be your answer. Now try to solve this question on your own. Interest is calculated quarterly, so rate of interest would be 1 by 4 and time would be 40. So whatever your time will come, you will divide the time by 4, you will get the answer. Okay. Come to this, and this is very important for all of you. A certain sum of money becomes 3 times to itself in every 7 years. Then it will become 81 times in how many years? So this is not simple interest, this is compound interest. We cannot say that in 7 years the principal is this, the amount is this, so in 1 year this, because you know that in compound interest the principal changes every year. But we know that whatever the principal is, it will become 3 times to itself in every 7 years. Means in 7 years, if the principal is ₹1, it will become 3. That means the amount will become 3. And in every 7 year, the amount will become 3 times. So in 7 years, it will become ₹3. And again 7 years, it will become again 3 times. That means 9. In again 7 years, it will become again 3 times. That means 27. In again 7 years, it will become again 3 times, 27 into 3, that is 81. So how much time have been needed for making this 1 to ₹81? 7 plus 7, 14 plus 7, 21 plus 7, 28 years. So we will take 28 years for making this 1 rupees to 81 times. So our answer will be 28 years. But we will not solve this question in the exam by this method. This is for your basics. This is for making your basic strong. But how will we solve this question in your exam? We know that in every 7 years the principal will become 3 times. That means amount will be 3. Amount will be 3. How much multiple I need to make it? I need to make it 81 times. So if I will see, this is the fourth power of 3. I can write 81 as 3 to the power 4. So whatever the power here, multiply this year by this the same power, you will get the time. So 28 years will be your time. 28 years will be your time. I will solve these type of question in exam like this only. In 7 years, the principal was becoming 3 times. That means amount will be 3. I need to make this amount 81 times. 81 is 3 to the power 4. Whatever the power here, I will multiply the same time by this power. So I will multiply this 4 to 7. It will become 28 years. So I will solve these type of question in exam from this approach only. So I will get no time here, right? And if I will talk about Parivartan 2.0, what is Parivartan 2.0? Parivartan 2.0 is a batch in which you will get validity of 1 year of 70 plus courses after paying one time itself. So what you need to do for availing this Parivartan 2.0, you have to download the example official app if you have not downloaded yet. So please download, and if you will get any query, you can call on 9873111552 or you can WhatsApp 84481116245. Okay, and these are the categories in which you will getting a batch here. So these are the categories. Every category is included here, and you need to pay only 1499. So, and also if you are preparing for our SSC and RRB NTPC and you are an English medium student, do subscribe online benches by example, and please share this session so that every student who is an English medium student and who is not comfortable at Hindi will prepare best from the best. Okay, so these are the sessions which you get in your Super 30 series every day. 8 a.m. English by Amit sir, 1 p.m. reasoning by Neha Joshi ma'am, 2 p.m. English by again Amit sir, 4 p.m. GAGS, 7 p.m. maths, and 8 p.m. your current affair by Kasif sir. So come to the next question. Try to solve this question. A certain sum of money becomes 2 times to itself in 10 years. Then it will become 4 times in how many years? So in every 10 years, it will become 2 times. I need to make it 4 times. So what is 4? 2 to the power 2. So if there is 2, I will multiply this by 2. So I will get the answer as 20 years. So 20 years will be your answer, option number B. Okay. Again, question similar to the previous, but still a good question. Still a good question. A certain sum of money amounts to rupees this much in 9 years and this much in 18 years, then find the principal and rate of interest. There was certain sum, I will assume at P, principal, and it will become means amount 66,300 in 9 years, and it will become the same sum will become 99,450 in 18 years. So this is the amount of 9 years, this is the amount of 18 years, but this is not simple interest in which I can see the difference is 9 years. So I will subtract this 66,300 from this. So 9 years this much interest, so 1 year this much interest. No, this is compound interest, but I can compare that 66,300 will become 99,450 in how much time? In 9 years. So if I will ask you how much times this 66,300 becomes, this is a good question, because in previous question you need not to solve that in how many years it will become how much time, because it is given to you that in every 10 years it will become 2 times. But in this question you have to first find that in how many years it will become how much time. So I get it that in 9 years it will become 1.5 times. That means if principal is P, so it will become 1.5 P. The amount will become 1.5 P. So if I have assumed principal as P, if I will multiply this by 1.5, So it will become the amount for 9 years, and the amount of 9 years is given to me as 66,300. So after solving here, I can get the value of principal. So principal into 3 by 2, because 1.5 will be 3 by 2. So this 3 by 2 will be 66,300. So 3 is to be cancelled out by 2 to 100. So principal will be your 44,200. Principal will be 44,200. Option number C will be your answer. Option number C will be your answer. Now sir, what to do to find the rate of interest? Now I will, as you know the formula, A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 to the power T. So here I can get the rate of interest, because I know that in every 9 years, if the principal is 1, it will become 1.5 times. That means amount will become 3 by 2 if the principal is 1. 1 into 1 plus R upon 100 to the power T. So 3 by 2 to the power T minus 1 into 100 will be your rate of interest. Yes, in this question, the rate of interest will be this much complex. If this question come to your exam, so the option, if the examiner want to ask you the rate of interest, the option will be this complex, this much complex, right? And I know this time here is 9 years. So time here is 9 years. Time here is 9 years. In every 9 years, the principal is becoming 1.5 times. So it will become 1 by 9. So if you want to know the rate of interest in these type of question, you can get the formula that whatever the multiple it will become, multiple to the power 1 upon time minus 1 into 100. So this is the formula to find the rate of interest in these type of question. In these type of question, rate of interest is equal to multiple to the power 1 upon time minus 1 into 100. If I will be able to solve this question, I will solve, otherwise I need not to solve, right? So here the examiner was only asking you the principal, so no need to solve the rate of interest. But if examiner want to ask you rate of interest, you can solve, right? Like in next question, try to solve this. A certain sum of money amounts to rupees 7350 in 2 years and 8575 in 3 years. Then find that sum and rate of interest. Then find that sum and rate of interest. So whatever be the principal, it will become 7350 in 2 years, and the same sum will become 8575 in 3 years. So the difference here is 1 year. So I will get in 1 year 7350 becomes 8575. So how much times 8575 divided by 7350? So this is being cancelled out by 7. 7 1 7, 7 5 35, 1050. 7 1 7, 7 2 14, 7 2 14, and 7 5 35. This will cancel out by 25. 25 4 25 2 25 4 25 9 cancel by 7. 7 6 42, 7 7 49. So in 1 year, the principal would become 7 by 6 time. In 1 year, the principal would become 7 by 6 time. So if I need to find the rate of interest, so I will find the rate of interest, because multiple is 7 by 6 to the power 1 upon time. Time is 1 minus 1 into 100. So the rate of interest from here you can solve 16.2 by 3%. So now if examiner will ask you rate of interest in this question, you will be getting very easily, right? And if you need to find the principal, so whatever I have assumed the principal as P, if I will multiply this by 7 by 6, so it will become the principal is, it will become the amount of 1 year amount. But we are given the amount of 2 year or the amount of 3 years. So I have to multiply 7 by 6 again to this P into 7 by 6. Because in again next 1 year it will become again 7 by 6 time. So now this is the amount for 2 year. This is the amount of 2 year. Now I can make it to equal 3750. 7 will cancel this by 1050, and this will cancel out by 15 7 150. So 15 into 6 90, 19 into 6 5400. So principal would be 5400. So answer would become option number B. These are the very, very important question for all of you. Now this is again a very important and very, very easy question. Try to solve. Rupees 3903 is divided into two parts and invested for 4% for 7 years and 9 years respectively, so that the amount from both the parts is equal. Then find the sum of each part. What is amount? Amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r upon 100 to the power t. If amount is constant, so principal will be inversely proportional to 1 plus r upon 100 to the power t. That means in compound interest, the similar condition we have discussed in SI, but in CI, if principal is if amount is constant, amount is equal, so the ratio of principal would be 1 upon 1 plus r1 upon 100 to the power t1, ratio 1 upon 1 plus r2 upon 100 to the power t2, and solve this question. So R1 and R2 is 4% and T1 is 7 and T2 is 9%. So P1 upon P2, I can also write this like this, P1 and P2. This will become 1 plus R2 upon 100 to the power T2, and this will become 1 plus R1 upon 100 to the power T1. So 1 plus rate of interest is 4, that means 1 by 25 to the power 7, time is 7, and 1 plus 1 by 25 to the power 9. Sorry, this is 9, this is 7, this is 9, this is 7, this is 9, this is 7. Base is same, so this will solve. This will become 1 plus 1 by 25 to the power 2. So this is the ratio of principal P1 plus P2, P1 upon P2, that is 26 upon 25 whole square. That is 676 upon 625. So P1 is to P2 is 676 to 625, and total P1 P2 is 3903. So if you will add, it will become 1301, and 1301 will become 3903. So 1 unit will be 3. So 1 unit is equal to 3, and how much 625 will be? 625 into 3, 1875. 1875. So make it 1875. 1875. And what is 676 is 676 into 3, that is 2028. So our answer will be 2028 and 1875. Option number B will be your answer. So how you will solve these type of question in an exam? As you can see here, what I am getting, the ratio of principal of both the parts. This 2, where this 2 is coming from, this is the difference of 9 and 7. This is the difference of 9 and 7. So what I will do to solve this question in exam, I will not do like this in exam. There is 3903. You have divided into two parts, P1 and P2. And the rate of interest is 4% for both the part, 4% for first and 4% for second year. But on first part you are getting 7 years interest, on second part you are getting 9 years interest. How the amount of both part can be equal? How the amount of both part can be equal? You are getting only 7-year interest on first part and you are getting 9 years of interest on second part. So that means I will make this amount more and this amount less only when you will get the amount equal, because the more sum will give you same interest as the less sum of 9 years, right? So what I will do, I will make this 4% into fraction, that is 25. So P1 and P2, so I will make some 25 and another 26. So which is to be made 26, on which you are getting less interest. So on P1 I am getting only 7 year of interest, so I will make this 26 and this as 25. Where this 25 come? This is 25 and this is 25 plus 1, 26. And I will write the difference of these power this year. The difference of 7 and 9 is 2, so I will make here power 2. So P1 is to P2 is 676 is to 625. Now simply you are getting the ratio of P1 and P2, which will become 1301, that means 3903. So 1 unit is equal to 3. 676 will become 2028. 625 will become 1875. So our answer will be, the principal amount will be 2028 and 1875. So this is your SI, and I will be giving this question to you as your homework. Try to solve this question. This is your homework question, because we have solved like this question in your SI chapter, and I have given a question of simple interest in as homework to you, but none of you have solved, and I have seen the comment box which was empty. So that means you are not solving the homework question. Try to solve this and give me whatever you want to give. If you are getting right answer, it is okay. If you are getting wrong answer, doesn't matter to me, because I want that all of you will at least try, right? So this question I will give you homework. So this is your homework question, and this was also your last question. And you know that in Parivartan 2.2 you are getting 70 plus courses of validity 1 year. So do download Exampur official app. You have not downloaded it yet, go to your Play Store or App Store and download Exampur, right? And these are the category which you are getting in this 70 plus courses in the Parivartan 2.0, and the fees of this is 1499 only. And if you are English medium student of SSC and preparing for SSC and RRB, do subscribe online benches for Exampur today. And this is your schedule for your Super 30 series. Take a screenshot and do join your session accordingly. And that's it for today. And do join the online bencher Telegram group. The link of Telegram group is given into your description box. So do join. And that's it for today. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye and Jai Hind.